McMichael is located on the original lands of the Ojibwe and Anishinaabe people. It is uniquely situated along the Carrying Place Trail, which historically provided an integral connection for Indigenous people between Ontario's lakeshore and the Lake Simcoe-Georgian Bay region. Today, I have great pleasure inviting you to a naming ceremony for a special garden that we built with community members under the guidance of Elder Shelley Charles, Elder Advisor to the McMichael Creative Learning Team. From the very early development stages undertaken 5 years ago, Elder Charles, assisted by Lynn Short from the Humber College Horticulture Department, has nurtured the growing of the garden, performed ceremonies, and shared her knowledge with community members, McMichael staff and volunteers involved in the planting and maintenance of this special addition to the grounds. You'll have an opportunity to hear from some students from Kleinberg Public School who were among 204 other York District Region School Board students who participated in the planting of the garden in the spring of 2019. Today, the garden lies at the center of a much larger landscaping project and invites us to not only enjoy its physical beauty, but also to take a moment to consider how this land could be reimagined under the guidance of traditional teachers and elders.
Bonjour, bonjour. Mandao Indigenous cause Muskanoja and Dodam. Joniong Minising Don Jaba. Minwane Ashio Nigiming. Gaye no Jamawaning and Donje. Mishomasonic, Gokumisonic. Num Gongi Shagak Gagwajimigo. Onadama this, onadama shin. Nignuna, migwetch, migo, and Ishnabe is Nakazoin, Aki, Minokmik. Amigwetch go Kinigego, Garmesian, Mishomisonic, Gok Misonic, Kinue mana Kegajin Dayan Widoko Shin. Widoko Shin. Minua Kinue Mashin na Kegajin Dayan. Joanna Mission, Joanna Missionang. Bojo Mino Kamik.
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 Bojo Mino Kamik. Nikanagana. And then you. Mandao Indigenous cause Muskanoja Dodem. gigondo dem. Today is a really special day for us here at the McMichael Gallery as we gather together, all nations, on this very special time of year, this time that we know as Odamenegizes. And this is the time of the heartberry moon. It's significant to many Indigenous people in this region because it is that heartberry, Odamenegizes, that is our first harvest. And in the way that we work with each other, we acknowledge that first food, the first harvest of the year. We're reminded about the heartberry, the fasting, the teachings. We're reminded today in the offering of our berries, Odamenug, that we remember all people today. We think about the people that are not here. We're including them today and we're thinking about them as we call the name out of our garden, our gitaganing, of our garden that we've restored here with all of these medicines that we have. In the sharing of that, we honor the name Minokimik. Minokimik talks about the good earth, that first earth of the spring, that first earth of renewal. And that is partly what we're working together today to do. We're renewing our relationship with the land, with the medicines. We have the fire with us as well. That interconnectedness we have with creation, but also with all the people who've gathered here to join us. You're all part of this very, very special day here at the McMichael. Opchigo Gichimigwech. Migwach go kinege go ga miji and mishongisananik go kamisananik. I mean ma kinue mana ke kashin dayon. We do koshin. Ah join a mission, join a missionong. Join a mission, join a missionong. Non go megishagak. Nishnabe is nikasawin. Minokimik. Bojo Minokimik.
Do I visit the garden often? Yes, I do. I try to visit it once a month in the summer with my family and friends. I am proud of being part of the gardening and McMichael's business show and her aunt.
Favorite part about planting the garden? My favorite part was learning more about the Indigenous culture. Visit the garden often. No, I don't visit the garden often, but when I get a chance, I will.
What I enjoyed most about the initial planting was being able to spend time with my classmates. It was also very nice planting different types of plants, as it was very refreshing and fun. I remember planting sweetgrass as well as wild strawberries.
Well, when planting seeds in the garden, I enjoyed having a nice day outside, helping an area in my community, and most of all, giving recognition to the First Nations people. Do I visit this garden often? No, I do not visit this garden often because it is very far from my home. But on the days that I visit this garden, I do feel proud and happy that I help make a piece that is important to my community.
What I enjoyed most about being a part of the initial planting of the garden was that I was able to be a part of something bigger than myself and be included in this honor. I also enjoyed how I was able to represent Indigenous communities. I enjoyed that I could be a part of something that symbolizes the presence of the Indigenous community at McMichael Art Gallery. Lastly, I enjoyed learning about how the garden represented kindness, strength, sharing, and honesty, and how the garden represented respect for all nations.